Welcome to the DJ Henderson podcast. Today's guest is an Avon Park Florida native who comes from humble beginnings. After having a standout basketball career at Avon Park High School, he's had the opportunity to display his talents at the collegiate level and is now a senior at Keiser University. John Mason, welcome to the show, bro.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it.
Where you from? Tell everybody where you from, how you grew up, all that kind of stuff, bro.
All right, got you. What's up, y'all? John Mason from Avon Park, Florida. Guard, forward. I met DJ at Santa Fe my sophomore year. I started off, high school. I went to high school at Avon Park, Florida. Averaged 21 my junior year, 23 my senior year. Didn't get too much exposure. Small town. If you don't know Avon Park, it's like in between Tampa and Orlando, real small country town. Ain't much to do but hoop or get in trouble. So, I chose the hooping route. Come from like a lot of violence, a lot of drugs. My parents always been in and out of prison, so prison and stuff. So that kind of like shaped me. I seen them growing up, how they were struggling and stuff. So I was like, man, I'm gonna try to do something different so I can try to help everybody out. You know what I'm saying? Same thing you all really. So I got one sister, a lot of cousins and stuff like that. But most of the time back home, I spent alone in the gym, working out.
How did you start playing basketball, and when did you first pick up a ball?
All right, so I'm way different than a lot of folks who've been playing ball. Most kids, play city league, grow up playing ball. I grew up, I was homeless for a little while growing up, stayed in a car for a few months, no electric, no water, like young boy done been through it. So me and my family, I was really with my family for the most part till like 8th grade, just trying to get through life. And then finally got a little settled down. Everything got a little straight around like 8th grade. So 8th grade, you can play ball for free in middle school. So that's when I tried out in 7th grade, and I didn't make the team. I didn't know how to do nothing. I didn't know how to dribble, pass. I didn't really even know how to play for real. And then my 8th grade year, all that summer I practiced and stuff. Didn't get a lot better, but figured out how to play. And I was already, 6'2" or 6'3" in 8th grade. Played center, ain't do much of nothing, but had a coach who believed in me and was willing to work with me. So I say 8th grade when I first started.
So after you first started, you went to Avon Park, of course. What was that like when you first got there?
Yeah, Avon Park. So, that's where I was born and raised. So because of my parents and stuff, everybody kind of knew me already. And basketball-wise, it was good just because it was tough. Like, it wasn't no soft stuff. So coming in, a lot of big guys be a little timid, a little soft. I went through that phase, and, I go down to the rec, go play in the hood. It's like them folks ain't going for that. You know what I'm saying? So I got tough real quick. So, like, couldn't go out there call no soft fouls, couldn't go to the basket soft, none of that stuff. So it was just tough.
So after that point, when did you start to see your game turn, and when did you realize that you could do something with basketball? When do you feel like you became a player?
I'll say that ninth grade summer going into 7th grade, I got pretty good. I got pretty legit. My sophomore year, my freshman year, we won the district championship. I was on varsity just because I was tall. Didn't play very much. We had a really good team. And then my sophomore year that summer, starting lineup was all seniors, and I was a sophomore starting with them guys and led the team in scoring. And I think I was like second in rebounding. I had like 12 a game, something like that. We had a lot of guys. I averaged like 12.5. 2 other seniors averaged 12. The last 2 averaged 11 and 10. So our starting 5 was pretty good.
So y'all were basically loaded. You was the young guy coming in. Yeah. That means you had to show up though.
Yeah, and it was, like I said, it was tough, man, because I was, I'm the light-skinned kid, and I'm playing with trappers and dope boys, you know what I'm saying? So them boys, and they ain't show no remorse, none of that. I had to come in and get it. So that's what it was.
How do you think growing up at Avon Park contributed to your toughness on the court?
100% everything. Life been tough for me early since a kid. So, you know what I'm saying? I never really had that soft stage except, middle school when I was figuring out how to play. But once I was up there with the big boys, it was either eat or be eaten. So I had to get straight to it for real.
Sure. Going from that point, when you were as the sophomore starting with all the seniors to your junior year, you said you averaged 21. What was it like becoming the guy? Like you realizing that you were the guy that you had to show up. You was the main guy.
It was like I felt like that my sophomore year, but nobody really wanted to admit that. You know what I'm saying? It was like a lot of envy, a lot of hate, and I feel like me and those guys, we like brothers now. But at the time, we was all young, bumping heads. So it was like, no, I want to be that guy. I want to be that guy, rather than let's do it together type. Because I really feel like we could have won a chip that year. That was my year to get a ring. And I was just young, feeling myself, wanted to bump heads with everybody. So once I became the man, once the seniors graduated, it was evident. My sophomore year, everybody kind of knew it, but it was on the back end. But once junior year came, I want to say it was surprising to me because I never really felt like it would ever really happen. But the first 2 or 3 games, I was like, yeah, it's that time. Like now everybody know what it is.
So your senior year finally came. Talk to me about your senior year and how you finished your high school career.
Man, senior year was crazy for me, man. First game, my little brother, he had gotten some trouble and got locked up. So me and him played together. My junior year, he was a sophomore, and we was going through the regular stuff in the city, but we always had each other back. So once he got locked up, man, it was real crazy for me. So I really had nobody then. I was a gym rat. Like if AP, like I said, is real country, ain't much around, so it's hard to get in the gym for real. So I'm out there on the double rims, outside shooting in the wind. You know how I'd be trying to play outside. So once I got back in the gym, it was straight. But senior year, first year I popped it off a 44-point game. I was struggling early. Finally got it going. I think I had like 22 or something in the fourth, and we ended up winning, I think, like 66-64. And I was real emotional after the game and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I dedicated that game to my little brother. And then the next game, we had a tough opponent. We played Haines City, and they was real good at the time. I think I had 19 in the first half. And it was, boxing wanted me the whole game. We talking back and forth. And so one of the kids like came off a screen or something, and he stole me like a little bit, like a little mush. And so just in the adrenaline of the game, man, I'm young, I'm hot. I tried to fight him, man. I came out in the jersey. I'm doing the most in game. So I got 2 texts. They kicked me out the gym. I mess around and get suspended. I'm thinking I'm going to be done for the whole year. So the film comes back, and I get a letter from the principal, from the school, from my coach. They all sign off on this waiver and write and from the coach from Haines City, he had that's my first year playing AAU, my junior year. So I played for him in Haines City. So he knew what type of kid I was, you know what I'm saying? He wrote a letter on my behalf, and they ended up reducing the suspension to 6 weeks. So I ended up missing about 4 games, and that really hurt my numbers because I had to, get back in the starting lineup. I had like a 15-point game, an 18-point game, then finally got it back to like 25, and then after that I got rolling again. I ended up averaging 23 on the year, and didn't get as far as we wanted to. We ended up losing the district championship. I had a bad game. I had like 18 or something. I broke my shoe or something. I was playing in a broke shoe the whole game, but I made it to the first round of playoffs in state, and then we lost that. And didn't want to go out like that. And then I won All Highlands Player of the Year. Got a lot of accolades and stuff like that, but didn't get much schools. Being from Avon Park, small town, new to coaching, and really felt like I was done after that, man. I ain't have no D1 offers, so I wanted to go D1. I felt like if I didn't go D1, what am I playing for? I felt like if you ain't go to a Division I school, you can't go to the league. You can't make no money playing ball. So I was ready to quit. And after that, I was like, so I'm either gonna trap, go to the Army, or go get a regular job. So I got a call from a coach that was actually recruiting me out of FAMU, and I didn't even know about it, and told me to come work out for him. And he got this prep school, this and that. I didn't know nothing about that, how it worked. And it was Coach Holmes. So Coach Holmes got me in at Pro Holmes Academy. very different experience for me. First time out of Avon Park for real. So I got to Clearwater, big city, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of resources, weight room, gym, all type of stuff. I ended up getting, multiple D1 offers and fell in love with the coach at FAMU. First coach that really wanted me. A lot of the other coaches were like, if this guy doesn't sign or, this guy, some higher level schools. But this guy was like, no matter what, we want you and we want you to come in and play the two guard. So, me, I'm 6'7", been struggling to play the wing my whole life. So I'm like, two guard, yeah, let's do it. I can get it back doing that. And 2 weeks before I move into school, you get fired. Lose a job, I lose my offer, lose all the schools that was recruiting me, and I'm back to square one. Coach Hicks from Georgia Southwestern, Division II school in the Peach Belt Conference, come down to see me work out, and he signs me. So I get down to GSW, killing those guys as a freshman. And, I'm still young. I'm like, man, I should be starting. I should be doing this. I should be doing that. And we had a good year. As a starter, I averaged 18 and 8 a game. And I only started 3 games, though. So I was pretty upset about that. I was like, man, how am I doing these numbers? I'm not playing. So come the end of the year when we have our meeting, I told him, it's all love. I got a lot of respect for you. But honestly, I felt I should have played more. And, I just don't want this type of situation to happen to me again next year. I'm trying to feed my family with this game. It's not just no fun for me.
So after you finished at Georgia Southwestern, you decided to go junior college route. You went to Santa Fe College, where I currently go. What was your JUCO experience like, and what was the JUCO grind like?
Well, JUCO was like being back home, man. It was ratchet. It was we was all alone. It wasn't as much like at GSW. It was a lot of people like watching over you, making sure you're going to class, making sure you're doing that. It's a lot more freedom in JUCO. So JUCO, I got with Coach Mowry. I was supposed to go down and play for Coach Elliott for the Manatees down in Sarasota. This man get fired a week before I go. So a lot of resilience, man. I'd had to fight back through a lot, man. So I ended up going to Santa Fe. Coach Mowry, real old school coach. He had me playing the 4 because I was a pretty big guy. We had a lot of smaller guys. I was setting a lot of screens in the post a lot. I was pretty frustrated, but still managed to have a decent year. Picked up some schools and was getting ready to go to Bethune. And then couldn't make the GPA. Had like a 2.3. If you know Santa Fe, it's like the #1 academic JUCO in the country. So the grades was hard, and ended up going to Clayton State. Clayton State, we had probably the worst record I've ever had in college, and just bad stuff going all around. The coach got fired there. I remember him from GSW. He seemed like a real cool guy. They was winning games, so I was like, yeah, I want to go be a part of something like that. And then me not knowing, he had a lot of stuff going on the next year personally, affected the team. A lot of stuff went on, so I just got up out of there, and now I'm here at Keiser.
One thing I want to touch on is about how you were near signing with Bethune-Cookman and you found out that your GPA wasn't high enough from JUCO. How important is staying on top of your grades and just taking care of your grades, taking care of your business in the classroom?
It's really the most important thing. Like, it's student athlete for a reason. And, younger guys, I'm a hooper, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But it's like, you got to play the game. So, like, whether you want to do your work, whether you want to study, whether you got to find a way to pass your classes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying go cheat. I'm not saying go do that. But, if you got to sit down for a couple hours and do your work, just do your work, man. You're not missing out on nothing. And that's why I feel like a lot of kids struggling nowadays, including myself, it's girls in college, it's social media, it's so much distractions. But it's like, if you're really there for a reason, do what you got to do, man. Go hang out and stuff later. Take care of your book. Take care of your workouts. You're not there to party. If you're there to party, go join the little recreational team and just go to school and turn up if that's what you want to do. So that kind of got me. I kind of wanted to hang out and stuff a little too much and then just try to just make it. Whereas I could have got better grades, but I could have got an A, but I got lazy and got a C. So for the younger guys, I say just get the A, man. If you can get the A in the class, you're taking an easy class. Just do the work and keep the grades because you never know what can happen. You could be not playing and then you could be starting, have a good game and get signed that day. So just and I've seen it happen. It's happened to me. So just keep your head up and just always be ready for that opportunity. Like all the old coaches say that, stay ready, this and that. And it's like, yeah, whatever. But it's like, it's real. Like A lot of stuff these older cats tell you, you don't want to hear it because it's like, oh, they don't know nothing. They just saying this, man. They done been there, and you need to take some wisdom from the old heads, man.
I think that's like what you just talked about just now is really the reason I wanted to start this. We not old heads, but we older, like we old enough, like we
been there. We've been there.
For real.
We ain't had nobody doing this for us. We ain't had nobody we can relate to tell us that. This me and DJ telling you, hit them books. Don't go, you don't got to be no nerd. You don't got to go crazy. Y'all know what to do, man. Get that 2.5.
Man, bro,
Get
be a
that
nerd. Be a nerd, bro. Be the best.
Get that 2.5.
Be the best athlete you could be and be the nerd if you can, bro. No, yeah. If you take care of
it's really, because coming out of high school, man, nobody do their work for real, man. Everybody just mess around. You pass your classes, this and that, but it can be overwhelming at first, but you got the resources. It's college. Like, if you on scholarship or you got to pay a little money, you'll walk on something, you paying for that. Like, you there for that. They taking all that money, get something back from them. Make them work for all that money you putting in, man. That's what it is. 20,000, 15,000 a semester at some schools. You better get that bread back, man.
There's tutoring everywhere. Like, there's resources everywhere.
Labs, writing centers, everything. You don't got I ain't had no excuses. Y'all don't got no excuses. Don't be a me and be like, oh, what if? Get it done, man. For sure.
So now you're starting your senior year at Keiser University, West Palm Beach. Talk to me about what it's been like getting down there, adjusting to being in a new city, starting a new journey.
Well, first off, it happened to me not twice, but 3 times. So Coach Norwood recruited me to come here. They went to a national tournament last year, had a guy average like 28 or something. So instantly I'm thinking, he letting his guys rock. You don't average 28 for just any coach. Like, your coach there's plenty of guys capable of doing that, but is the coach going to allow you to do that? So as soon as I seen that, my eyes lit up. I'm my senior year, you know what I'm saying? Another guy excited to recruit me. And then, you know what I'm saying? This man, once we get everybody signed, it's like a week before we move in, we get on a Zoom call. He said, man, I just accepted a new job at a D2 school in Cali. So I'm like, man, what is going on? So, but on the other hand, the coach that came in is a great coach. Happened to be one of the few schools that was recruiting me out of high school. Assistant coach at Ecker, Coach Bryant, Chief Bryant. And, he's a great guy. I always wanted me to play for him. He's tried to recruit me out of every level. I always thought I was going to go D1, so I really never gave him the time of day, but he's always been my guy. And now that I finally get to play for him, despite what level it is, it's very exciting. I love all my teammates. Happy to be here. I like Keiser. It's a little different. Everything's kind of crazy because of the coronavirus, so we got to keep a mask on. I got masks for days over here, man. We got to keep a mask on everywhere we go. Safety first. Trying to make sure we have a season. But it's cool, man. It's college at any level for any of the kids who ain't been to school yet. College at any level is a blessing. You know what I'm saying? You get a meal plan. You get your own bed. You get your own room. Like, you straight. So depending on where you're coming from, if you're coming from a real nice family, you got a lot of stuff, it should humble you a little bit. If you're coming from nothing, you should be very grateful because, you're in a good situation. But it's cool, man. The work ain't too hard. Everybody's pretty friendly. It's a lot of international kids. I like that. I like to, meet new people, different type of people. And it's been cool, man. West Palm, good weather. It'd be a little hot down here. I'm from Florida, but the South Florida heat a little different. But it's cool. It's a lot of nice food spots and stuff to go to. The gym's always accessible. So I got everything I need down here. It's pretty straight.
What are some of your goals going into the season, your final season?
Well, being senior year, I'm really trying to get some jewelry on my hand, man. I'm really trying to get this ring for sure. That's the number one priority. After that, I want to get a national championship. Really put on for the city something crazy that Keiser's really never got to before. And me personally, I don't got any exact numbers I want because that can get you carried away, and that really don't matter. I'm trying to be productive, efficient, and sign a pro contract overseas for sure.
What's your why? Like, what motivates you to keep going after you've been through so much and you've accomplished so much being in college, playing college basketball all these years? What just keeps you going?
I just say God. I got a lot of faith in God. and I feel like I'm still here for a reason. I feel like I've been put through all this to prepare me for what's coming next. So, you know, I pray a lot. I got a good relationship with God, and I got a lot of whys, man. I want to be a motivation for the next kid going through what I was going through. I want to be able to take care of my family one day so they don't got to struggle no more. And I want to prove it to myself that, you know, I'm not just wasting my time. I ain't just been doing all this for nothing. Like, I'm gonna show the kids that, you know, you can be from the slums and you can make it happen, whether it's in the league, whether it's in Europe, you know, you can make your dream come true for sure.
That's real. What would be your best piece of advice to somebody that's trying to make it?
If I could put in one word, I say prevail. Just get through it, man. You know, you stronger than all the obstacles going on around you, man. You can make it happen no matter what.
Now we're about to do the speed round, so just let me know what your answers to these real quick.
Bet.
What's your number one thing to do in your free time?
Watch movies. I'm an avid movie watcher.
What's your one
see them all.
Quick. What's your one Netflix recommendation right now, off the top?
Oh, that's tough. Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. All right. Who are your top 5 rappers out right now?
I'm going Kodak, G Herbo, Rod Wave, HCB Cam, and it's tough. I'll go Drake. Yeah.
What do you see yourself doing after basketball?
Being a business owner.
What's your major?
Interdisciplinary studies.
Who's been the biggest influence in your life this far?
God.
What do you want to improve the most on the court this year?
Patience.
If you could meet 3 people and spend a day with them, dead or alive, who would they be and why?
Jesus, Austin Rivers, and LeBron James.
That's hard. Last question. If you could tell your 10-year-old self one thing, what would you tell yourself?
Prevail.
For sure. John Mason, thank you for being a part of the show. I really appreciate you showing some support, giving me some of your time. Tell everybody where they can find you. Tell everybody where they can find you on social media.
Appreciate it, my boy. I'm off social media at the moment, you know, trying to lock in senior year, trying to get to business. I got Snap. Y'all can add me on Snap, John Juice Mason. And, Facebook or whatever, John Mason. But, you know, I'm hard to contact right now, man. I'm locked in.
This man talking about contact him on Facebook.
Come on, man. I got to have that for the family. But, yeah, man, y'all add me Snap, John Juice Mason.
Well, that's it for the show. John Mason, thank you, bro. See you on the next episode.
Yes, sir. All love, brother.
Yes, sir.